Support for Radio Friends comes from La Brunerie Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact La Brunerie Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Learn more at labrunerie.com or by calling 573-449-5313. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, January the 8th. I've got an old friend, goes back 25 or 30 years. We were trying to figure out.
A long time, anyway you look at it. A long time. We were both a little younger then.
We were. Jack Wax, good to have you here, Jack.
I'm glad to be here.
You go back to the old Pepper and Friends days with the You and the Law segment that we used to do many years ago.
Yeah, I used to always bring a lawyer on and they would talk about it.
But today you're here to talk about Osher Lifelong Learning at Mizzou. What's the correct title there?
Actually, it's Osher at Mizzou Lifelong Learning Institute.
Okay.
But it's not really institutional. It's more of a school. It's almost like a summer camp, I would like to say.
Yeah, because there's no test.
There's no test, no homework, except there's some reading if you're in a course that has reading, and no grades. So it's just the extreme pleasure of learning for the sake of learning with other people who are like-minded, who are enjoying the same thing.
And nobody's going to judge you. You just go to learn and to have a good time. I bet people have a good time when they go to these classes, right?
They do. And that's because there's such a wide range of classes, and there's something for everybody. And like I was saying, the interesting thing is we're now in the middle of winter, and there's nothing to do outside. And it's a great time to give Osher a try if somebody hasn't ever tried a course. And because the winter courses, which start on January 22nd, although registration opens on the 9th, January 9th, are only 4 weeks long.
So the winter courses start on January 22nd, and they run till about the middle of February.
Yes, once a week, basically, each class.
So they're only 4 weeks long in winter?
Yes, and some of the classes, even they're 2-week sessions, and then the next 2 weeks will be another class going on, too.
Yeah. So they can start registering on January the 9th. You have to register. You can't just show up at the class, right?
We don't advise that, no, because some of the classes are limited also by the number of people who can be there, and also you want to take care of that ahead of time. And it's real easy. There's people that will help you do that.
Okay, so what are some of the classes? I've got a list here.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Well, one of the classes that I think is really timely and interesting is all about monuments, and it's so neat to be able to have a discussion with people instead of a debate with people about how monuments got there and war heroes and all that sort of stuff, as opposed to one side saying, well, this monument should come down and that monument should stay up. And so Osher offers that opportunity to be current in current events, but also to look at it and kind of understand it as opposed just to spout an opinion about it. That's just one of the courses. There's always courses on music. Howard Marshall is going to be there playing one day for
the old-time fiddlers.
Yeah, the old-time fiddlers will be there. That's something that people won't want to miss, I think. And there's just everything from challenging courses that some people are like. I'm going to try one that I've always tried to read the book Ulysses by James Joyce, and for the life of me, I start it and I fall asleep and I put it down. I can't do it.
So you're going to try to get through it.
Yeah. So there's one course on that. I said, you know what? This time somebody can help me do it.
Yeah.
But there's other stuff too.
Freedom of speech, I see.
Under
the U.S. Constitution, and that's something that's making the news a lot.
Yes, and Bill Fish, a retired professor over at the law school, teaches that, and he's always has a crowd of people who like to hear him because he's so good at doing that sort of thing.
Okay, how many classes altogether are there? Do you know?
Oh gosh, there's 37 instructors this year. There's not that many classes, but there's too many classes that a person looking at the schedule would say, I want to take this, I want to take this, I want to take this, so that you really, for instance, myself, I don't want to go every day, all day.
Right.
I just go a couple times a week.
Right, because you're going for fun.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do would be check it out on the web.
Go to Missouri.edu, is that right? Osher.missouri.edu. There's a catalog there. You can register there after the 9th, and you can also call after you get that.
All right, Jack Wax, thank you so much for coming by.
Good to see you
And it's good seeing you once again, too. All right? So again, if you want more information and you want to see what the classes are, it's osher.mo.edu. Is it .mo or .Missouri? Okay, spell out Missouri. So osher.missouri.edu, and you'll see all the classes there. Now we turn to Loretta Schouten. Good to have you here, Loretta.
Hi, it's great to be
here.
here.
You got a smile there, Loretta. And you were with the Youth Empowerment Zones.
Yes.
Pleasure to have you here. This is something we have talked about from time to time on Radio Friends, and it's really an important organization in our community.
It is. We're still doing a lot of great work with our at-risk youth, and we still have a huge need for it. So we want the community to know that we've had some challenges, but we're still here. All of my staff is still here, committed to our mission in serving all these kids. All of my board of directors are still here. No one's left. They're very active, very involved, and we're still doing great work.
Yes. Now, the Youth Empowerment Zone has been around how long?
13 years.
And the fact that you're out there reaching out to at-risk kids in the community. A lot of these kids don't know the difference between right and wrong. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, a lot of these kids, these are the kids in greatest need in Columbia. So if we don't reach these kids, they're going to wind up on the streets or in the criminal justice system, or have other negative outcomes. So we're trying to get those kids off the streets, get them back in school, and help them transition into successful adults in our community.
How do you do that?
So we do it under 4 pillars. We do it with a lot of education. So we get those kids back into high school or into a vocational program or higher education, whatever that career path may look like for them. We get them on that path and give them support to keep them there. We do it with employment. If they need a job, we're going to help them build a resume, give them those life skills so they can go have a great interview and be a great interview so they can get hired. We do it with empowerment. So we build lots of budgeting and finance, and those kids come to us, they don't know how to tie a tie or introduce themselves, and we're going to teach them those skills. And we're also, most of them are parents at a young age, and so we're going to give them those parenting skills and get a hold of those young kids so they don't follow the same path.
When you finish with a young person and they're going out into the world trying to make a better life for themselves, how does that make you feel?
It's amazing. So we have a young lady we've been working with for 6 years.
For 6 years?
6 years. So sometimes we're never finished with our kids because she came to us homeless, and we got her into transitional housing. We got her back into high school, got her graduated high school, and she's now a junior at Stevens College. And she's an older college student because she's been through a lot in her life. So sometimes it takes us a while to get her there, but I'll tell you what, it is the most fulfilling that you'll ever have. What those kids give back to us is just amazing.
Do you find that someone like her will come back and speak to the kids there today as an inspiration?
Very much.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of our kids love to come back and talk to the ones in our program now about how they got there and how it's worth it.
If people want more information, how can they get in touch with you at Youth Empowerment Zone?
They can give us a call at 573-256-1896, or they can go out to the web. It's yezweb.com.
Okay. That number again is?
573-256-1896.
Thank you very much, Loretta.
Thank
and
you.
please come back again.
I will.
All right, Youth Empowerment Zone. Tomorrow, Voluntary Action Center. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.